Cynthia Graphic Design, and today I'm going to show you how to use your new Silhouette Toolkit. This toolkit comes with 10 backgrounds, 7 foregrounds, a text option, 1 flare, and 20 clip art silhouettes. So to begin with, I'm going to show you first of all what you'll be getting. So what you'll be getting in this pack is one that is a horizontal layout, another one, these are PSD files, another one that's a vertical layout, and then you'll be getting your silhouettes. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use these. I'll be using the horizontal for visual purposes because it's a lot easier to see. And when you open up this file, you'll see a grouping of or a folder full of your backgrounds. You'll have a folder with your foregrounds, and you can mix and match these any way you want to. And then you'll also have one with your text. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open one of these up so that we can actually get started on one. I'm going to use my meteor background. As you see, I already have my text layer open. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab a silhouette to add in here. And then after I show you how you can do your placements, then I'm going to show you how to make your own silhouette from an image. So I'm going to open up my silhouettes file here, and I'm going to grab some birds. Maybe we've got some birds flying around like so. You could do this on a beach image. I can actually show you. Let's see, we could do this one if you want to do something like that. You could do it like that. I kind of like that, so I'm actually going to I'm going to go kind of back and forth so I can show you guys. You're going to want to use these. I love the dinosaur ones, but again, I'm going to show you how to make your own so that you're not just relying on the ones that I have. Maybe I have some you don't. There are literally hundreds of thousands of silhouettes you could do. So I'm going to put this one here. I actually really love this meteor one, so I'm going to turn that one on, and you can really go back and forth and play around with some stuff and see what you like. I'm just going to show you how these go on here. I do have a father-son bonus. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I change the color on this. So some of these backgrounds, the blacks might be more of a gray. It just depends on the look I was going for. So for example, this silhouette is a very black, and we kind of want it to have more of a hazy, this looks more like a dark gray. So all you have to do in order to do that is to make sure that this layer is selected, and then go down to your bottom right part of your screen, click FX, do color overlay, and then this little box will pop up, and all you have to do is use your little dropper tool here and click on the background color that you're trying to blend. So that's all you have to do with that. I'm going to go ahead and turn off this hot air balloon and these birds. I would love, for fun, I'm going to throw in a screaming T-Rex. I feel like that's kind of the feel for today. Now, to me, there is nothing funnier than a tiny little screaming T-Rex. So I'm actually going to put him right here. And yes, again, you can move these around. I'm going to delete these two. You can move it around like this. As you can see, he doesn't match the color, so I'm going to go down here, FX, bottom right hand corner, do color overlay, and it's going to automatically do it because I had already selected that color before. And so as you can see here, and you can really play around with this, just going to give you an example. I'm going to add a mask just to kind of give you like a little editing example. This is a really easy thing to use. And let's say I want to make it look like I have to make sure, okay, by the way, to get a mask, you just click on this little box with the circle in the middle on the bottom right hand corner, click that, a mask will show up. Make sure you have the mask selected, and you'll always want to use the opposite color. If you come over here to the left hand side of my screen, you'll see I'm selecting the opposite color. I have my brush is a little too hard. I'm actually going to take that down. And I'm going to go in here and just brush off the O just on this part. And I'm being really careful. You'll want to make sure that you're really careful because if you do too much, you can start seeing a little bit of the background popping through there. That's not good. So you can actually make it look like he's like coming through the O. So just like that, you just mask it off. Um, and this is, again, this is a very simple template to use. So now I'm going to show you, like, and you really can just play around with these and do different things. If you want to add another moon and make it look super crazy. This particular one, just a little tip, if you set it to screen, you can make it like look a little bit more in the background. And you can see right here how I didn't get that completely perfect, and that's okay. Here, I'm going to move this back down. Okay, so that's really as simple as it is to create your own silhouette. You can change the color of the text. You can take the text, you can use different letters. This is a free font. It is Babos New. No. This is free. It's actually in your Adobe fonts, and you can also download it online for free. So I'm going to show you, here's an image of my daughter, and she was jumping up in the air. This was a really long time ago. I think she was probably like 7 or 8. And I'm going to cut this image out, and I'm going to show you how to make your own silhouette. So if you have clients that want a silhouette photo, like something really cool to put on their wall, you can use this. So all I did is I went to select subject, and Photoshop got really smart with this particular image, and it just grabbed it. So I do Command J, I turn off the background, and granted, it didn't get all of her hair. I'm not worried about that. I go down to FX, I do the color overlay, and I make it black. Simple as that. Now, I will tell you that, and I'm not going to lie to you, this was a really easy image to do. I grabbed a photo. This is a stock photo, full disclosure, to see like how it would work with an image like this. And I thought, well, oh, they're really, really, really in focus, and I can just select my subject. Wasn't that easy. I'll show you really quick. I went to select and I hit subject, and then this craziness started. So I was like, okay, this is going to be a little harder than I thought. This isn't so bad. But what I did is I went in, deselect, I went in and I hit levels on, I went up to the top, I made sure I made a copy of my background, I did Command T, or I'm sorry, Command J, and then I went to image adjustments, levels, and I made it a little bit more contrasty, and then I tried it again, and I will show you what happened. So let me turn all this off. So this is what happened, which is perfectly fine. So then all I did is I went in and I masked all this off, and then I went and I did something to kind of help with these little bits in the middle. Whoops. With the little bits in the middle, I went select color range, and I picked the light blue like this, and then I was able to erase it or mask it off. I just only went over those little areas, a little tedious. And then I then did this. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. There were a lot of little holes in here, and I had to color some of it in. So just let you know, if you run into any problems, they're not always going to be as cut and dry as this. They are not. Sometimes you're going to have to do a little bit more work. So if you do have a client that really loves those silhouette photos, maybe you took the pictures in the middle of the day and they want a picture of themselves like, in front of a beach, or let me go ahead and grab this. So let's say that this particular couple really wanted, something beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and turn off T-Rex. I have my love. I'm going to turn this one off. I'm actually going to use one of my foregrounds. So I'm going to turn all these off. I'm going to turn this one on. I'm going to turn off this guy. So just bear with me. And turn on one of my foregrounds, just like this. Yes, I think I like that one. You just kind of play around. All right, I'm going to try to, for time's sake, I'm just going to pick one. Oh, I love my mountains so much. I miss the mountains. I'm going to do this one. Okay, so I'm going to take my couple. As you saw that I just kind of dragged them over. I had pulled that layer down. so that it became down here. I just pulled it down and then I selected the layer and I dragged it over. Okay, so if you're wondering what happened there, if you didn't catch that. Okay, so I have my couple. I have to make sure that they fit the coloring. You're doing free transform, do Command T. Make sure this little link up here is selected. Otherwise, you're going to make your couple look really wonky. Just like this. And I'm going to use my sun flare. We're going to, yes, I am aware of where the sun is supposed to be, but you might want to have a little bit more light over the love, giving some lovin's. You can change it to vivid light, hard light, play with your blending options. So if you want it a little brighter, you can use screen, color light, just really play with these. So I'm going to do vivid light for that one. So hopefully, there we go. Okay, so sorry, my phone just started ringing. Okay, so that is how you do that. And so now we have our couple and they're all happy and having a good time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and ask. Message me. You can leave me a message on Etsy. You can leave me a message on Facebook. You can go to my Facebook page. You can find me on Etsy. It's Alethea Graphic Design. Same with Facebook. It's Alethea Graphic Design. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.